This is Trailblazers Leagues, a temporary game mode where we complete tasks to unlock new areas, gain points to unlock powerful game altering relics, all for the ultimate end goal of Dragon Cup. This is my journey. Well, this timing worked out just about perfectly. I was just finishing editing the previous Leagues video. I got 1500 Lizardman Shaman kills, which means I am done here. I am done AFKing here. And now I need to find a new thing to AFK when I edit the next video. But that is an elite task done. I think that's definitely worth doing. The whole process of killing shamans took me 6 hours, and I ended up with 520 points. And it was all AFK. So very good points per hour, but we're going to continue our push up towards 70,000 points. Well, this worked out perfectly. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go finish off the 150 KQ. Haven't done that yet. I've been like 20 kills away for a week. And I was like, you know what? Let's check my Slayer task beforehand. You never know. You might get a Kalphite task. And I got a Kalphite task. And that'll be super sweet. Got ourselves a triple purple here. Let's see what we get. We really want the Ancestral Hat. And I got myself another Ancestral Robe Top. That is my third now. Holy shit, I got the omelet. Wasn't even recording there. I completely forgot to have the recorder going, but I got the omelet pet, which is a drop whenever you get a purple. There's like a 1 in 53 chance of getting the omelet. On top of that, also got myself a purple, and it is another Twisted Buckler. What were the other purples in the raid? Prisoners got an Arcane Prayer Scroll. 150 kills at the Kalphite Queen, and we did not get the Dragon Pickaxe. So it looks like we are not getting a Dragon Pickaxe this league. I would grind it out if there was a task associated with it, but unfortunately the task associated with the Dragon Pickaxe is a Wilderness task, so therefore you need to unlock the Wilderness to get it. So I can't do that. There is 50 Superiors, another elite task for that. There are tasks for 75 and 100 Superiors as well, but those are only hard tasks, but I'm going to keep slaying away to get up to that 100 for sure. I still need the Imbued Heart as well. As I've been getting troll tasks, I've just been slowly killing these troll generals, as they're really the best way for me to get the Granite Shield, as it is a task to equip a Granite Shield, only a medium task. Now, in the future, I can freely skip these troll tasks. There is an additional task to do another 100 contracts, bringing my total up to 200 from Mahogany Homes. It's only 80 points, but it's enough that I'll definitely end up doing it before the end of league, and once I get it done, it gives me free reign to train construction all the way up to 50 mil. 200 contracts complete. I'm now free to train construction as I please, and we're definitely not going to be doing Mahogany Homes for the rest of my construction training. I got up to 24 million experience, means I got 26 mil more to go with much faster training methods. So this is going to be my life for the next little while. We'll see how long I last. I definitely won't do this all in one session because, well, to be honest, I don't want to do like 5 to 6 hours of this non-stop. But I might try to break it up into like 2 or 3 sessions over the next couple days. We'll see how much my wrist can handle. There is 25 million construction experience, currently maintaining an XP rate of about 6.9 million experience per hour. We're looking at like somewhere between 3 to 4 hours more of this. Hopefully I'm going to try to get to 35 mil in this session. 35 million construction. I think this is probably the edge of it for me right now. My hand's starting to hurt, and I'll wrap up 35 to 50 mil later. Down to 6 million of each rune left. But at least I don't have to bank or deal with a butler here. Had myself a Jad task, went ahead and got a whole bunch of combat achievements done. I got the 2 denying the healer task, 1 for that's not letting a melee or heal, that's not letting a healer heal on Jad, and then the final one here is making sure none of the bats hit you. So that's nice to get done, and that gives me 93 tasks done, so we're pushing our way up to 100. That's also the 4th Jad kill, so the next one will pick up an elite task. There is the 5th fight cave. I got the Slayer Cape proc, so I got a back-to-back Jad task, and that allowed me to get up to 600 combat achievement points by getting Fight Caves Master, which is a total of 400 points. On top of that, there is a master task for completing every single task from the Jad set, and I have two left. First off is complete the Fight Caves without losing any per points. I think that's actually going to be very tough, especially for my build. If I had Undying Retribution, I'd easily do it, and then completing the Fight Caves with only melee should be pretty simple, but will actually take some time, so I'll probably only do it once I get the no time for a drink. Oh shit, I got the Imbued Heart! I was not even looking at the screen. I clicked the Colossal Hydra, and then I got the Imbued Heart. Let's go! Activate the Imbued Heart for 200 points. Essentially, it's a super magic potion, but it's unlimited, so I can click it every, I think it's 7 minutes to boost my magic level up. This won't be useful offensively purely from the fact that the only places I use magic I have access to overloads, but it can be a nice little pre-click before raids, I guess. Who knows, but it is 200 points. It was something I was going to have to go for, and I'm so happy I got it. I guess I can swap over to Expeditious Bracelets now, make the task go quicker, as I need to get myself up to higher task counts, and high-level monsters like Hydras are no longer valuable as I have every superior drop. Slayer task complete. That is 100 Slayer tasks done. I also got 35 million Slayer experience at the same time. So that is 280 points gained, getting very close to 70k. But I think that's enough Slayer for now. And we'll come back later to do the final 100 tasks, final 30 kills, and the final 15 million experience. There is 50 million construction experience. My hand can rest, and I'm thankful to be done with this. There's a lot of training, but 200 more points. Very nice, and I can free up some bank space because I am done with construction. I have completed every single task that I can associated with construction, except for putting a jar in the boss layer space, but that won't take any experience. The AFKing has finally paid off. Got my 200th dart tip from Brutal Black Dragons. It's funny, I didn't get any of these from Toa in my 34 kills. I did get 22 purples, but still, you'd anticipate like one of the 12 white chests that I had would have had dragon darts in it. But I can fletch up these 200 dragon darts. That is another elite task, another 200 points. Yeah, I'm getting very close to 70k. Thing is, at this point, basically all the skilling tasks I have left that aren't XP based are these sort of tasks where I'm just waiting for drops. Like smithing a DFS is one of them, where they're smithing experience, but it's not really smithing experience because you only do it once and waiting for the drop. Now, one thing I want to do going forward is clue tasks. There are a lot of clue tasks out there, and because of Treasure Seeker, it makes it very possible to do. In terms of beginner clues, I need to get all the way up to 600, and I currently have 96. But with my clue relic, I also have the ability to double caskets and upgrade caskets, and I don't actually know the rate. They haven't produced that rate. So what I want to do is I want to do 100 beginner clues here. They're all one-steppers, so it shouldn't take too long, maybe 2 hours total. See what the duplication rate is. Like, if I complete 100 clues, do I get 150 caskets in the end of it, or do I get 120 caskets? And that will better gauge how many clues I need to do. 100 caskets down. That didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. Basically fully an hour since I started, so under a minute per step. There it is, 226 beginner clues, meaning I got a bonus 30 out of it. On top of that, I also got 7 easy caskets, super nice. A lot of stuff on the ground. I got 9 mole slippers, got a lot of basically everything. Based off the 30% extra that I got from the clues, I can roughly assume that I need to do about another 250 beginners to get to the 600 clues. Another 200 beginner caskets. Let's see what we get this time. Again, probably nothing really new. I'm already maxed out the collection log. I just need to spam click these and see how many bonus caskets I get. 483 is the final tally. Holy crap, look at the ground items. Triple purple, got myself a green light, not a prayer scroll, not a mega rare. I probably sound like a broken record, but let's see what the drops are. I got another Dragon Hunter crossbow, now have access to the Explore emote, and ceremoniously got mole slippers on the very last clue. I think all I can do here is just use the Explore emote, and that is an elite task. Overall, it ended up being about 100 mediums an hour, and I was getting 25 to 30% extra, and I already had 100 done, so I think it was about 4 hours to get the 600 mediums done. And the collection log is kind of hilarious. I have like 25 to 30 of every single item, but funnily enough, I only got one black pickaxe, and that's because the black pickaxe isn't actually on the unique table, it's on the common table, and common drops are actually less common because the uniques are more common, eating up more of the potential drop rate. But as part of that, I also picked up 22 easy clues. I don't think there are actually any easy clue items that I want to keep except for the golden chef's hat and the golden apron if I happen to get it. Everything else, I think, is just collection log slots at this point because I already have all the really good items. Collection log wise, I'm now at 81 out of 131, and I got my clue count up to 76. There is no easy task to get the giant spade. Don't know why they didn't do that, but I still do need to get up to 150 easies, as that is another medium task. I'll do that at some point. And now we're going to be spending all 6 million of that tackle on gold ore. I need about 27,000, and as you can see, um, it's buying it a lot quicker than I sold the Chaos Runes just because the numbers are much smaller. But yeah, we're buying 120 every tick, so that shouldn't be too bad to get to 27,000. All right, 28k and change. I think that is enough gold ore for now, and if I need to come back, I need to come back, but for now, let's hope this gets us to 50 mil smithing. Now my home for the next Now, my home for the next 4 hours or so, the Shiloh Village Furnace. This will be the fastest bank. It's only 11 squares away. And because I have the Elite Chromed Diary, it is free for me to use. Now, the reason why I'm able to do this is because the Max Cape counts as a Smithing Cape, and the Smithing Cape counts as Goldsmithing Gauntlets. What? Production Prodigy doesn't work? That's so weird. So when I use an ore on the anvil, Production Prodigy doesn't work, but if I go through the Make X interface, it does work. So unfortunately, I do have to go through that interface every single time. I was hoping to save a tick every inventory. But yeah, this is going to be my home for the next 4 hours or so. My rough testing back when I did the Foundry Swords was that this was 10 mil an hour, but I think it might actually be closer to 9 over a large scale of experience. I'll figure out in about 20 minutes or so. But I think I'm going to be here for about 4 hours to get all the way up to 50 mil. I do have some bars in the bank, some token Addy rune bars, but I don't think it's actually there's not that much experience in that. Most of the experience is in the ores. And I don't think it's actually worth taking the time to make the 1200 runite ores and then make 12,000 runite dart tips when I can just do this and make broad arrows instead, especially because I already have 100k headless arrows. I'm about 20 minutes into it, and the XP tracker has 10.4 mil per hour. But I may lose some ticks over the course of the hour, so I'm just gonna say roughly 9 mil, not somewhere in between 9 to 10 mil XP per hour, depending on how much you're paying attention. 50 million smithing experience down to the gold bar. Smithing is done on League. That is 50 million experience, another 200 points, and about 1,000 gold ore left over. And let's just say I'm not going to run out of gold bars. I'm just about 1 hour into doing hard clues, and I'm up to 20 caskets. It looks like 20 per hour seems to be the rate. That's 80 steps per hour, which kind of jives with the beginners. That was closer to 100 steps per hour. But these hard steps are always a little bit longer, or I have puzzles associated with it. So 80 steps per hour on hards, meaning the 100 goal I have set for myself is going to take another 4 hours. That is 100 hard caskets obtained. This took a long time. I got better as it went on. I was getting like 25 per hour by the end of it, but damn, that was a lot of time. Looking at hard clues, I have 56 out of 134 in my 29 clues, so it seems like uniques are very common here. And not only am I hoping for collection logs, but I'm hoping for a couple things. First off, I need a full bless set. The bracers don't matter, it's the other three items. So, like, if I get a Gothic Scoif or a Zammy Chaps, I think I'm done. On top of that, I also need to get a full God set. So I would need to get like a Bandos full helm. I would need to get like an Arma plate legs. Actually, I do have a full Arma set. I didn't even realize that. Well, that's funny. I had the full Arma set this whole time that I could have put on for a hard task that I didn't know about. I'm actually kind of happy I didn't know about that because that gave me motivation to get these clues done. Might have not gone as hard, but on top of that, there's also tasks associated with hard clues. 75 hard clues and then 150 hard. And then I believe it's the heavy casket is what you get from hards at 300 hard clues. So this won't get me all the way to 300, but I'm hoping it'll get me up to the 150 point. That is all the hard clues done and opened. Collection log wise, on the rare side, I'm at 5 out of 24. And on the common side, I'm at 126 out of 134. So I definitely have a God D'hide set to equip. Pretty much have every drop from hards. So I am going to go ahead and do 9 more clues to get that knocked out. I've put everything away and I've not only completed one set, I've completed all the sets. I kind of knew it was going to happen, but we can equip the full God Dragon Hide set for another 80 points. There is also another 80 points available for 150 hards, and I only got up to 141. So I'm going to open them up, but seeing as I have like duplicates of pretty much every single item, unless it's gilded, unless it's third age, I'm probably just going to let it drop. Final step, the 150th hard casket. Boy, am I happy to be done with clues for a little bit. With the hard clues out of the way, a lot of experience gained, the imbued heart gained, some fight caves done. Time to end the video. I got over 70,000 points this video. Huge. I'm still at a point where I'm gaining like 1 to 2,000 points a day. Maybe 1,000 points a day is probably my average. Going forward, but it's starting to get real slow. Like for example, these 320 points from hard clues took 4 or 5 hours, and once I'm done eating, done AFKing, we'll figure out the tasks we're gonna do next time. But I think I'm gonna jump back into the PVM.